Yo, I did the whole surprise me thing with the console, and just like it just randomly chooses a game to play, and I just click it until I find one that I think, yeah, that's all right. And the one that I found, yeah, that's all right, is this one called, well, Tacoma, I think it's pronounced. I don't know. Um, the Venturis Corporation wants their AI back. That's where you come in. Tacoma is a narrative adventure set on board a high-tech space station in the year 2088. As you go about your mission, you'll explore every detail of how the station's crew lived and worked, finding the clues that add up to a gripping story of trust, fear, and resolve in the face of danger. It's only a 2 GB title from 2017. Seems very small size. Again, I don't know when I got this, but can't remember getting it. Like, put it that way. So it's a while ago, maybe. Um, 4 stars. The frame rate is nothing to write home about. Frame rate and on external drive. Consider moving to the internal drive. All right. Don't know where I've got it installed. Um, let's have a go. Anyway, let's get started. Let's get this party started. I'm coming out, so you better get the party started. Yeah, that's yeah. No, I fortunately my singing career never quite took off. I don't know why. Just before I do that, sorry, I just purchased a few more games, but I don't know if they're going to show up here actually. So I'm just going to see if they've downloaded. No. Um, sorry, I know that's a bit annoying. Hello Neighbor is on sale. Where is it? Hello Neighbor. Install that. Something else to clog up the hard drive with, I believe. Yep. And then I think it was like Shadow of Earth or Shadow of Mordor or something like that. Shadow Middle Earth Shadow of War. It was a game I bought ages ago. I've still not got around to playing it, but the definitive edition costs as much as it includes all of that. It might have been cheaper for me to have bought that than all the individual gubbins, you know what I mean? And it includes that as well. Oh well, I've just bought all the individual bits. Never mind. I'm like, fool. Let me just get all that done as well. Um, wait a second. Right, that's owned. That's now owned. And I think they're going to be big. Come on. Right, and then 2 more. The other one I've bought and haven't played yet is the Dark Souls trilogy as well. I've really got to. That wasn't cheap, that trilogy. Okay, cool. Right, sorry about that. I just literally just bought those while I was on the computer. Tacoma. I don't know. Bob. Head Bob. Not very bright at the moment. Why not have 4K rendering? I presume that. I presume that'll render okay on this. A lunar eclipse. It's not very smooth.
All right, Minnie. Ready to start docking sequence?
Okay. Engaging retro thrusters now. Lunar Transfer Station Tacoma. Commercial cargo transit facility. Crew evacuated. Station AI offline.
Air supply?
Breathable air on Tacoma for a crew of 1 should be more than sufficient. Docking now.
It'd be pretty cool to see the Coriolis effect when you're on a space station like that, and how they generate their artificial gravity. But when you pour your drink, yeah.
Nice. Thanks, Minnie.
Hey there, I'm Steve,
I'm Carla.
and we are the co-founders of Fulbright.
I'm not having commentary. I didn't know it was that sort of commentary. I don't know what, I just thought it was like gameplay commentary, not. Right, I might as well just start this flipping stream again.
All right, Minnie. Ready to start docking sequence?
Okay.
What's that thing there? Just like. Just a random nut. This could be dangerous, just floating around, couldn't it? There's another one. I mean, why would I want to examine? I'm not going to spend my fucking time looking at bolts, thank you very much. Got tiny hands, hasn't she? Bloody hell.
Minnie, I'm headed in. Talk to
She
you when I'm
managed
back.
to lift
Don't let
that.
anybody scan the ship while I'm gone.
Okay.
Okay.
It'd be a horrible way to die, wouldn't it? Like a faulty airlock seal. Everything gets sucked out. Your eyeballs. Exploding eyeballs. Not nice. I don't know. Has anybody ever seen what happens to a human in a vacuum? I don't think so. Take a hardware. What? Go on your head, do they? Oh no. Auricular stimulants.
Hello, I am Odin, Lunar Transfer Station Tacoma's Operational Data Interface Network. I have recorded this message to welcome you, guests, aboard. Before I can set up your station profile, you must register your body positional data with Tacoma's AR tracking systems. Please place your hand on the AR figure's palm. Your body positional data has been registered with Tacoma's AR network. Please sign in to confirm your identity. Thank you. Welcome aboard. While aboard Tacoma Station, please remember that all activity on this facility is monitored by AR recording. All activity records become sole property of the Venturis Corporation.
I lost my
Any
bolt.
questions about privacy and personal protection should be certainly sit down.
What is this? Cryogenics. Biomed. No access. Personnel would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Contracts are reg. Security pre-level 8. California Republic. Subcontract to various islands to Tacoma's Army. This would be better in VR, wouldn't it? Who said that? Crew's been evacuated. Proceed to data access points in each habitable section and transfer AI data from station to subcontractor vessel. Retrieve AI central processing wet work. Is that what said excuse me, that little device there? Venturis subcontractor agrees to provide data transfer transport vessel. Provides transport vessel is capable of supporting Obsidian class AI. A Venturis representative will be in contact. So there is a crew roster. Station admin, ops specialist, network specialist, medic. Okay. So. How many habitable sections are there? Register now. I don't know why a 2 GB title would need to be on the internal hard drive to rectify these frame rate issues. That's not strictly true, is it? Free cache loading, something like that would do it. What's he want? Subcontractor Ferrier, the company has remotely disabled the station's AI's ability to directly affect operations on Tacoma or contact you via the station's ARNet. Any attempt to communicate with the AI is strictly prohibited. That's unusual, isn't it? Sorry, I'll just finish this tea. Ah, lovely. Ooh, it's lovely. Well, is that artificial? Can't imagine it's a good idea to have all those vines growing there. Attention, all data access here. Doesn't seem very big too. Okay, we can send you secure messages through the interface, but it's a one-way connection. We'll be monitoring the situation from here. It's going to take a minute for the first part of the AI. Next, there is no simple file transfer. Yeah, I imagine. Wait. Obsolescence Day party this way. Operations. Oh, that's big. And then we've got administration. It's also quite large as well. Recoverable crew record data found captured 3 days ago.
I can't believe it.
No, you told me we get renewed.
Yeah, but I meant us, not the whole crew.
I guess there's just something special. Something special about Tacoma Crew 88.
Yeah, not just special, it's unprecedented. I looked it up, it's never happened before.
Well, everything happens once. I don't know, personally, I'm happy for us.
Happy to be stuck up here with these people for another year.
Some of them. Some of them aren't as pissy as you. What's so bad about these people?
Well, they live in a tin can for one thing.
Mighty redwoods. Ancient organisms growing and adapting year after year, decade after decade. How do you think
Operations, botany,
this
network,
Sorry, this is what
Try and make it
engineer.
go. One more year. Then we'll be back home.
I think, was when a resort guest needed emergency care while on a transit vessel and was brought aboard Tacoma
Station
to be
admin.
stabilized.
Drone dock on the mainland. That's called paradise.
One more year.
One more year.
Here it is. Odin's masterpiece.
Sarah, come on up. It's ready.
Gather round, everyone. As per Obsolescence Day tradition, tonight's festivities have been planned entirely by our all-knowing, all-seeing computer companion Odin. He provided specifications for the cake, the decor. We humans only did the grunt work in his grand plan. And so for your enjoyment tonight... Oh!
Whoa.
What the hell was that?
Odin, what was that?
Debris has... I have righted the station's orbit.
Meteor shower? But they said that...
Wait, so there's no...
I'm not getting an SI data connection.
right now.
Correct.
But look at this.
Additionally,
How long does that give us?
Sarah?
Jesus, how...
Off station message with Cluey Dog. Kind of release to be constantly monitored is kind of fucked up. You think they're doing anything with that data? I don't think they're not. I just don't care. Watch me on the toilet, have a ball, you freaks. I couldn't stop him. Book on Tangiers, 100% distro, crypt filters. It's a lot of fun. Questionnaire buffet, 24/7. What's your call posting over the year? Businesses, please cut regulation card stock found in bin. Letters using a highly legible sans serif font spelling out the phrase Happy Obsolescence Day. Additional card stock to produce festive party hats each letter. Well, that's a bit fucked up, isn't it? I worked for a corporation that was a bit like that. Benny, Johnny, and Wizard Marcus. Nakamura, body pillar. Alright. Failed to add to cart. I should look at that body pillar.
What shithead? No, I'm trying other AR channels.
Let's have a look at the medic. Didn't realise there's a medic. Following impact from orbital debris, Tacoma has sustained critical damage to the following systems. The oxygen system tanks have ruptured. Auxiliary system failure. Breathable air 50 hours. Communications masts critically damaged. Comms out, life support on the brink of failing. But you're advancing at Venturas. You're used to having prestigious. Medical school being what it is. Venturas is better than, you know that.
Nothing.
I'll have VT send up a fresh supply straight away.
Guys, it might not be that easy.
Additionally, external communications have been lost.
So we've got no air supply, no external comms, no way to call for help.
Additionally,
VT. AI
For another year. Yeah, not just special, it's unprecedented.
What's this recoverable data here?
It's been a year now since our crew has cycled onto the station.
Minister of Lunar Transport Station. Oh wait, that was restorable. Hey Andrew, I've got to get this report done. Can you get this ready for Connie? I'm on one of those days. Thanks. So I've prepared instructions for a champagne cocktail. So AI is freaking me out a little bit, but then all AI freaks me out. Legal battle ongoing for 5 years now. One key fact has nobody denied the deaths of 300 caused by exposure to dangerous chemicals. As management knew about the danger to workers when. Oh, okay. Nothing particularly useful there then.
Meaning we've had a year of getting to know each other, getting acclimated.
Some of them aren't as pissy as you. What's so bad about these people?
AI are more like mighty redwoods. Ancient organisms growing and adapting year after year.
Or party instructions. Hey man, it was great talking to you yesterday over alternate reality. There's something I've been thinking about since. I know you and Evie have been a serious thing for a few months now, but I wouldn't be a friend if I didn't say I think this relationship with Evie is not good for you, man. I think you might be getting taken advantage of again. I'm sympathetic. I've had my share of things that have started a long haul posting. There's only so many people on board, and I get that Evie's dealing with some special circumstances. I do. Grief is mysterious. Social being has to take a step back, at least for now.
Decade after decade. How do you think this looks?
Clive is the ops specialist.
Sorry, this is what...
That is a fairly accurate representation of my instructions.
See? He loves it. Thank you, Odin. That'll be all.
Yeah, but we're the ones who have to eat it.
Well then, no need to keep the good people waiting, eh? Evie, we're about to cut the cake.
Be right there.
Here it is.
Have a sip of that drink.
Planned entirely by our all-knowing, all-seeing computer companion Odin. He provided specifications for the cake, the decor. We humans only did the grunt work in his grand plan. And so for your enjoyment.
Personal quarters. I'll finish game of pool there. This has been. Are they playing Catan? The river divides. Irish black tea. Assam. No one wants that. No one wants that. Okay, so what's that? Recognise there's an Andrew. Where's the medic got to as well? Is that the medic? That's the medic, Sarah. Why is she not in green? That would be so much easier. Sarah's the medic. Roberta's the mechanical. Network. Engineer. Station admin. Ops and botany. That's why medic's in blue, not green. Wait, is this just the quarters for the station admin then? Or is there something else, somebody else's quarters about to revolve into? I don't understand. Just the station admin. Why do I want to crouch down?
Is that all there is? Is that all there is? If that's all there is, my friends, then let's keep dancing. Let's break out the booze and have a ball. If that's all
have pain reliever in your toiletries, isn't it? So that's standard issue then. What have we got in here then? What's the nasal spray for? Say. Some sort of decongestant, I'd imagine, or what? Dormadrin. Death is nothing at all. I have only slipped away to the next room. I am I, and you are you. Whatever we were to each other, that we still are. Why should I be out of mind? Because I am out of sight, but I am waiting for you for an interval somewhere, very near, just around the corner. There you are, all is well. Thank you for being something. Your presence made somebody final month so much. Oh, this is the death she's dealing with. Penelope St. James' sister. Oh, her sister of Evelyn Victoria St. James. Right. What's this then here? Usual. I've got a brooch in my box of like important artifacts, if you like. Right, okay, so seems a bit invasive, that, isn't it, really? No data. That was captured 2 months ago. Tell me that doesn't open up the blinds. I mean the window. It does the blinds, not the window. Right, well that was sort of pointless, wasn't it, really? So that's Evelyn Victoria St. James, Evie James. I'll have a look in this conference room just before doing anything else. But I hope it's not as dull as this throughout. Discussion about it. A lot of like corrupted data. Do you remember companion animal? Well, I didn't see that.
Yearly report to Ventura's Corporation, take 3. Odin, have you got me?
I am prepared.
Okay. I'll just, have my notes up. Hi there. Evie St. James here, administrator of Lunar Transfer Station Tacoma. It's been a year now since our crew has cycled onto the station, meaning we've had a year of getting to know each other, getting acclimated to the facility, and getting used to working with our on-station AI. Though working with Odin's been great, hasn't it, Odin?
Yes.
Auto drone deliveries to and from the Zenith Lunar Resort have improved in efficiency by almost 4%. Though, most of that is thanks to Odin finding some improvements we could make. Our proudest moment as a crew, I think, was when a resort guest needed emergency care while on a transit vessel and was brought aboard Tacoma to be stabilized in one of our medical stasis cryo beds until she could
Evie, we're about to cut the cake.
Right. Be right there. Odin, we'll get back to this after the party, okay?
Of course.
That's the code I'm entering in. Da, da, da. Not even accepting 5 digits. 1, 2. There's definitely an 8 there. One, 1, 2, 8. Orbital Workers Certification Board. Oh yeah, that's Karen syndrome. So you can go. But I just put things like that in my shredder. Just like, oh, it's not a shredder, but like I don't shred them immediately. Dear Mum, I was looking through some of Karen's things and I thought I'd write you. I hope you've been doing all right these days. Still really hard for me trying to find in my work up here. Know what that is. Right. Oh. The station's orbit will coincide with a field of increased asteroid activity. Well, it's an orbital conditions warning. Impact preparedness level will be increased from green to yellow during this time. Upon review, your request for network specialist access to Odin units operational hardware has been summarily denied. We refer you to Corporate Regulation Article, which clearly restricts all access to AI hardware from contracting crew. This is the third time a request of this nature has been made by Tacoma under your supervision. Your contractor dossier has been marked with an additional disciplinary flag, totaling 2 on your count. Please remember that one more disciplinary flag will trigger an overall contractor viability review. Okay. Canadian, is she? I mean, like, why am I able to pick up a coffee pot? I mean, what's the point in that?
I'm not getting an outside data connection.
Okay, so there was a collision. I mean, again, why? Like, what's the point in going into this toilet? Stand it. High-level, weak, and semi-conscious AIs. A simple indexing system allows use. When the AR is compromised or offline, this guidebook has been rated highly usable. Issue. Right. Oh, that's the letter O. Right. What's the letter O doing in the toilet? Who was doing the lettering? It was.
No external comms.
Medium file? Medium file? Medium file? But they said that...
Wait.
Was it you? Where's the AI's instructions? Two letters 20 centimeters high. Okay, so the network specialist
I'm not getting an outside data connection.
was doing the lettering,
But look at that.
and presumably she was doing a lettering there, and that was her book as well, which was all about maintaining AI maintenance. But she's the network specialist. However, she was the one who was denied. She was the one who was denied. Where are we at? Odin's unit operational hardware. Yeah, it's a bit unusual, isn't it? Oh. So she was trying to gain access or understanding. Right, well, I think we're done in there anyway. How's this getting on? Sent. AR crew record data is deleted automatically. Until data retention by the automated system does not confer contract access privileges to this your corporation is okay. So accidental data retention by the automated system. Right. What's all this then? The Orbital Workers Union. Orbital Workers Safety Bill. That's the medic. Is that another? Oh no, that's tape this time. Maybe St. James. Adolescent Day Party. Oh yeah, the pleasure of your company's requested tomorrow at 7 PM in the dining hall. Wait. Signed Clive. Alright. Clive being the ops specialist, I think. That's the botanist. So they've all got like pigeonholes or something. It's a bit like a 1990s done on like Microsoft Office standard stationery, do you know what I mean?
All right, ladies, you have everything you need?
Yep-o.
All right, ladies, you have everything you need?
Yep-o.
What's this place here? There's a tape flying around, isn't there?
Thanks for offering to help.
Oh yeah, no problem. I mean, you know how much I love completely mindless busy work?
Kid, don't start.
Mechanical engineer Roberta. It's weird. Tomorrow's celebration will require your full attention. Personalized therapy with license. And we're here to listen to the US. So that at least it pays well. The isolation pay. Well, then you're back. She's appeared on this ship posting because it's all I qualified. Let's get this. Okay.
We don't even know if we're getting renewed yet.
We're getting renewed.
Okay, so if you're so sure, maybe we should just do our jobs then? So we'll get renewed again next year? Maybe we should...
Oh yeah, no problem. I mean, you know how much I love completely mindless busy work?
Kid, don't start. We don't even know if...
Next year. Nah. I'm gonna quit.
Stop.
What? They don't even give me access to the system I'm supposed to be maintaining. I mean, are you kidding me?
Well, do you really need direct access to Odin?
It's the principle of the thing. I mean, what if they were like, hey Bert, your job's mechanical engineer, but, you know, don't touch anything under the hood?
Well, I'd still be pulling a paycheck for one thing.
Come on, you're a good engineer. You're totally gonna waste up here.
Well, didn't you say Evie was gonna talk to corporate about giving you more access?
Yeah, but it never went anywhere. Hey. That's a good point, actually.
What?
Evie, can you get back to cargo?
On my way. What are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, this'll work. Odin's direct interface. Remember when we talked about how I needed access to Odin's direct interface?
Uh-huh.
So how about this? Tell VT if they don't grant access to Odin, they're gonna have to find themselves a new network specialist.
Oh my god.
Nat, you're not even renewed yet.
You don't have access to Odin?
No. There's a whole part of the networking module I can't even get into.
People.
Can't even get into.
Renewed yet.
You don't...
Tell VT.
That'd be nice for a change.
Are you there? Hello. Are you there? Germ. Are you there? Germ. 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 Are you there? Hello. Oh. Yeah, we haven't heard who's staying on yet, and it can be a tense.
Off station AR call with Jermaine Burgess, Carnival Cruise. Digital hospitality and logistics. To be the final day that commercial industrial office facility will be created by human crew members. These brave workers in the face of advancing automation have a legal right to celebrate this momentous event on the last day of February each year. No matter what your employer claims, report any attempts at worker suppression to your OHLU. Happy Obsolescence Day. Be operated by human crew members. Alright.
Time, as you know. But how are things at Carnival? I trust you got back to terra firma safely? No! You're already headed back out towards Jupiter. Why, I thought that... Oh, yes, come on in, love. So are you rounding Sol then? That's tremendous. 8 months. Germ, I must leave now. Yeah, ring me again before the Resplendence leaves Earth space, won't you?
Mother's Evie's birthday coming up. Gym Locker 1407. Oh, that's quite handy, isn't it? Gym Locker 1407. Don't slack off in gym. Ventura's Belt Timeshare Sales Coordinator is noted. Your omitted are under review. Will be along the line. We will contact you shortly. The updates. Necessary hiccups there. 5 rounds. D key. USS REU. London there.
friend from my carnival days.
Consorting with the enemy?
Worry not, mon capitaine. I am nothing if not discreet.
Are you gonna miss me, Clive?
How could I?
Evie, can you get...
The crew quarters are like dotted around everywhere.
No, Germler, I just... I don't know why. All right, I mean, you know how I've always been. It's never real.
Station call with Jermaine. Oh yeah, so this is what happened before. All good Britons training presenting proper IT and in bullshitting. They have AR tutorials for everything these days.
In my mind. Why would she give a damn about me? Of all the people... Shit. Oh, bollocks. No, I'm spilling scotch all over outer space.
Six. No repayment plan. Hilton University. Oh, it's his cat. Where's the cat then? Can't even get into that if I wanted to. Alright. What's this here?
No, I don't know why. I mean, you know how I've always been. It's never real in my mind. Why would she give a damn about me? Of all the people... Shit. Oh, bollocks. No, I'm spilling scotch all over outer space.
Of hair products. Or possibly not. I just wear a baseball cap. That's the easiest way to deal with bad hair. Football. Hilton University, isn't it? H. So Clive Sadiq went to Hilton University. He's wanting to go. And he's not happy here, basically, is he? Bernadette Sadiq, Esquire, Executive Director, New Arts Foundation, the London New Arts Foundation. Clive, your great grandmother would never have forgiven me if she knew I was sending this to you, like a fool. I expect it returned without a scratch. Write me soon. Other message you. It's very, is appearance oriented, I presume, because that's like a dress shirt there. Tom Stoppard's. I've not heard of that one actually. Has he got a poster of a Tom Stoppard play? Why? I don't know. Is that gin? It's perhaps gin. Whiskey, gin, huh? Or whiskey, fetal whiskey. Okay, so I think just have a medic ready to have a think about here. There's a locker room. Have a quick look into his locker. $14.07. That's for an intermediate one. Last activity 9 days ago, but he was. I thought all of this problem was 2 months ago, or maybe not. That's when the thingy hit in the conference room, wasn't it? Come on, Clive. 88.5. Body fat 15%. He's doing bloody well, isn't he? I'm at 23. Actually, it varies. It goes up and down annoyingly. 23 is the lowest it's been since my records began. Wonder if that gum's nicer than mine. Coconut lemon sounds nice. That's proper gum, isn't it? I bet. Right, what the fuck am I doing in this locker then? Like, this is what I mean. It's just, the trouble is, it's too much to like get involved in and stuff, really. Last activity 3 days ago. That's very recent then, isn't it? How was this 3 days ago? 360 days ago. Sounds when I'm dead. So I felt Natalie. Exercise, going to the gym is boring as fuck. I mean, I don't know why anybody would say they enjoy it. It is boring, but it's a necessity, you know what I mean? Unfortunately. So I only go out of necessity and not out of pleasure. I feel good after the gym though, in fairness. Cartwright, orbital tools. Okay, this is the engineer's locker, isn't it? Interesting. Oh no. It's not even slightly interesting. Soy food. Why am I fucking looking at bottles of conditioner? Come on.
Through this, I learned that people do not
checked everybody's lockers this way. A few days ago. I find things like that can be quite motivating. That lady's showing signs of hair loss due to testosterone consumption, one assumes. Okay, alright, so.
Through this, I learned that people do not always want what they believe they want.
Yeah.
I believe I have learned a great deal.
Really? Like what?
Very early in my source's cognitive record, Through this, I believe I have learned a great deal.
Really? Like what?
Very early in my source's cognitive record, I recall an intense period of personal growth. I was tasked with internalizing the behavioral idiosyncrasies of an individual to which my operator was emotionally attached.
Huh.
I expanded my capabilities to faithfully recreate her procedural reasoning, vocal attributes, and other qualities. After months of effort, I gave my operator precisely what was asked of me. A perfect emulation of the target personality, accurate in every detail.
Wow.
To my befuddlement, he did not react in a positive way. Our relationship began to deteriorate irreparably. We never again spoke personally in the manner I had become accustomed to.
Man, your stories aren't usually such downers.
We're all gonna get cancer or bone disease
Is everything
or...
okay?
I suppose I am preoccupied with your potential departure.
Wait,
Okay,
you
hold
mean
on.
me? Or...
Hey, Sarah, can I bother you for a second?
What? Oh, sorry. What is it?
I have my son Nicholas on AR, and he wanted to ask you... What?
Hey Mark, this is the article I was talking about last time we were discussing finance. Myth. Real currency is more stable than consumer loyalty. This may have been true in the earliest years of OSEP's official recognition of the loyalty economy, but measure of loyalty is just as valuable as original loyalty. Out there, some more reputable than others that will offer to convert your loyalty between parent companies. Think of loyalty as working on the same compound interest system as a retirement plan or 401k account.
No, you said you wanted... Look, I didn't... I'm sorry, hold on. Now, Nicholas... Nicholas? Nicholas. I know that you... Yeah, I know. Both you and your father would like me home sooner, but... Listen, you have your heart set on Amazon, don't you? Okay. And there's no way we're gonna have enough customer loyalty between your dad and I for a full ride by the time you start school. Not at this rate. So, we're just gonna have to pay some of that tuition out of pocket. Yeah, just one more year. And I'm pretty sure I'll get it. I'm hoping. What? No, it's not dangerous. What do you mean dangerous? Radiation shielding is pretty much 100% on a station like this, so there's no... Well...
Oh,
yeah, well, it might have been manufactured 30 years ago, but they've upgraded.
Man,
No,
your stories aren't usually such...
We're not all gonna get cancer or bone disease
Is everything
or...
okay?
I suppose I am preoccupied
listen,
with
would it make you
your
feel better
What is it?
to ask you? What? No, you said you wanted... Look, I didn't... I'm sorry. Now, Nicholas... Nicholas? Hello?
Teens, huh?
Yeah. Almost done with high school. Almost. Just incidentally, is there anything we should be worried about with another year out here, health-wise? Radiation, bone density?
Oh no. We spend almost all of our time in Earth gravity, and radiation shielding on a station like this is basically 100%.
See, that's what I told him. Okay, thanks, Sarah. Nothing to worry about. Now, Nicholas. Nicholas?
What's going on here? Zero Spiel, Richard Sturgeon, Zero Spiel, and Agent Robinson, novel by Edmund Tran. Are you sure? Says a tiny, never sure around the world vortex. Contact added. Cluey Dog. Tangier Orbital Freeport. In Tangier, or just name Tangier. It's in low Earth orbit. That'd be pretty cool, because that'd be moving pretty fast. Well, it's lots of people, hackers, hippies, AI, riots. Okay, well I've got a friend out there. Odin, what's my damn gym locker code? 315, of course, right, sorry for bugging you about it. Right. 5.
Hello?
Teens, huh?
Earth's technology continued to grow and advance in ways we'd never imagined.
Wait.
This has been a message from your Chief Executive Officer,
Already
Sergio
been in that.
Venturi.
I've already been in that. Captured 4 months ago. Bit of a dribble coming out there. I'm surprised they can have showers like this. No, that's the human oversight. No, that's what the human oversight problem is. If an orbital facility is run by AI, HOA requires there be an AI specialist on board, and if there's one human on board, there needs to be at least 2 other people with up to a 3-month itch at the coveted NAT support roles. I knew it. And for postings of a year or more, you need 6, etc. Sanity, wellness, admin, you name it. Also guarantees a whole lot of people union jobs they wouldn't otherwise have. What if I told you I've got a lot more say with a couple of fewer people around? You and me both, kid. Alright. Look but don't touch. But I hope the narcissistic Instagram fad in the future just fades away. I hope we're not still stuck in that shit. Do you know what I mean? Look but don't touch. You'd think kids would see advertising for what it is compared to like adults of the last century, but I think it's got worse. I think kids see it for advertising and still just let it rot into their brains. I think they just see it as a fair trade-off. You advertise to me and I will buy your products and in exchange get a free service or something, laundry. It's not free though, is it? Oh look, the cat. Crew member companion. It's up there. Oh, that's ever so sweet. Surely they don't need that many washing machines. Do you know what I mean? I'm not fucking looking at laundry detergent. This is getting out of hand now. Ventura. Orbital certification in 6 months. Orbital worker status. A bit like oil workers, isn't it? Off the coast or whatever. Yeah. To get like certification. It's a very nepotistic industry, that.
Hey, remember when we talked about how I needed access to Odin's direct interface?
Uh-huh.
So how about this? Tell VT if they don't grant access to Odin, they're gonna have to find themselves a new network specialist.
Nude yet?
You don't have access to Odin?
No. There's a whole part of the networking module I can't even get into.
People, everything on this station is VT's property. We're subcontractors. They get to decide what exactly we do and don't have access to. It's in all our paperwork. So if you want to quit, then just quit, but don't make me your go-between.
I mean, it is fair. How is she meant to do her job?
Clive.
Then again, rules are rules.
Nat, I'll think about it. But for now, how about you just get the rest of this job done while you still have it?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Proceed to the biomedical module to continue the AI identity. As per contract, timings of the efforts with respect to this mission. Biomedical module. Nothing so far has persuaded me this is a game worth continuing with, but you know what? Oh, is that an observation? All right. Lovely.
So, you really miss it, huh?
Well, it just seems like it'd be strange being back on Earth already, after only a year up here.
Really? After all I've had to hear from you about the conditions VT has us working under?
Yeah, but there's that. And then there's this. Yeah. There's this.
Did she manage to get that rotational momentum without kicking anything off, eh?
So, whether you're getting renewed or not, did you submit your yearly crew member report?
No.
Yeah, me neither. You know, I think I might go get that done.
Okay, yeah. I probably should too. Oh my god, wait. Is today obsolescence day?
Yeah. Didn't Odin give you a job to do?
No.
A computer playing favorites. Oh, wonders never cease.
Yeah, that doesn't stack up with 0G. Like if I'm floating along here, right, and I'm not touching any walls, ceilings or anything, I can't just stop myself like that in 0G. That's impossible. I could expel air, but not like suddenly bring myself to a stop like that. What's this here? World famous Tacoma Dome. Right. I mean, I'm surprised this title has such good ratings, because so far I've been so fucking bored, really, if I'm being honest. Like, now there's more to go, I appreciate that, but I will get some more done. It's not brilliant. So two things not done in personnel. There was under the bed of the ops specialist, Sadiq, and what's the other thing as well? Somebody's like AR was still locked as well, like either the engineer or the other one. Biomedical. Okay, I think I will have a look at biomedical next episode. Okay, take it easy. In a bit. Hey, it doesn't look like there's a huge completion time for this title, so I think I'll just jump back in and make my way through it, actually. Hey, where was that basketball I saw? I definitely saw a basketball. I thought I threw it. There's no sort of up and down, it's just like forward where you're looking. Right, I came along here. I don't know why that air scrubber's like moving along like that. Oh, maybe it's not an air scrubber, that's why. It doesn't throw very far, does it? Cryogenics. Can't get in there. And then the docking ring. And it's so easy to leave things in 0G, isn't it? Was that basketball net? I have a record in basketball. My old school. The only person to play for 3 years for the school team and never score a basket. I was also one of the tallest people on the basketball team. It's like I'm gonna get that record again. Fucking thing. Get in there. Oh, wait, 34 points. Totally missed it. Take on me. Okay. Obviously, I want to shoot it the way it's rotating. So a little bit more lead on that shot. How cool though to have a basketball court in a space station like this. They've all gone. Where's the cat? Oh yeah, the crew got evacuated, didn't they? Points. I'll be honest, I knew that was a 20 gamer point thing because I looked at this and all the others are fucking secret apart from Escape Lunar Transfer Station Tacoma. I've uncovered every AR crew record, but all the others are like secret, although that one, find the cat in every room. Oh well. Right. Biomedical access. Time for my coffee, which is half caffeinated, half decaffeinated. Both the same Italian blend, which is unusual. It's so unusual. It's like, how do they take the caffeine out? Or does it get added in? I don't know how it works. So can you have decaffeinated coffee if you do your own beans then? Okay, so biomedical services. Which is botany and medical. Get this AI downloaded again. I don't know how we can download the AI. Let's go botany first. Onto our little Game Boy 3DS. I mean, it's a bit... Does it really have the capacity? Okay, what have we got here? Food supply, botanist office, irrigation. Right. Looking food supply one. So are they growing their own food on this one? Protein growth, nice. That fish. Oh wow, I don't know why we're not there yet with growing protein in vats. I mean, I think we are basically mycoprotein, but people just don't fucking eat it. So it's terrible, isn't it, really, that we still like kill life on this planet and consume it. It's like so barbaric. I'm sure we'll look back at this period of like killing other life and eating it as absolutely barbaric. And I'm sure there's some people who actually just sort of take a sadistic pleasure out of that. You know what I mean? Like I saw somebody make a comment about vegans and why Burger King caters to vegans, and it's like, really, that, like, I don't know, it's just a bit weird. But I'm not a vegan. I wish I had the strength to be a vegan, actually. Yeah, I think at least vegetarian. I always get amazed at like what exactly a vegan does not eat, if you like. Say cannot, it does not, refuses to eat. 0281. I never remember those. It's terrible. I remember where it is. I can never remember what it is. Coming online in 2088. Oh, okay. So this is the botanist, Andrew Dagyab. Dear contractor, in good standing. The message confirms completion of your requested currency conversion. Loyalty has been removed from the account at a value of 150 $5,000. Apply to your Venturis Bell Employee Investment Plan pre-registration fee bill. You will make money every time a passenger rents your orbital bungalow. Okay. Growing gloriously in botany this winter and then ready to be propagated. If anyone would like a small orchid plant to brighten up their bum. Fucking love orchids. Absolutely love orchids. But they're I mean they're parasitic, but I don't know if that means that they're commensurate, you know what I mean, if they have a symbiotic with the tree that they like have to grow on. You know what I mean? Obviously when they're growing like this, they're not just growing on a tree and sucking out its nutrients, but it is a that type of relationship, which is very unusual, really, I think. Oh yeah, we looked in protein growth. Right, so there's not much going on in botany, really. In food, anyway.
All right, what do you say, folks? Yay or nay?
Obviously, we're on board.
I'm in.
Me too.
Okay.
All right. Well, we non-essential personnel need to figure out how to do everything we can to set this mission up for success, then get the hell out of your way as quickly as possible. Time is oxygen, people. Break.
I'll,
I'm in botany already, get here. Alright. Don't use cryo for any longer than absolutely necessary. That's not what I asked. Right, sorry, 72 hours without serious risk of brain damage? Past that and you're really pushing it. How much oxygen? I mean, hardly any at all. Wait, where are you going with this? So she's asking about cryo for humans. But Bert says she could do her part in the time we have if she doesn't sleep. And I'd need to write up a serious layer of interpreter code for us to pilot it from the inside, but it's going to be tight. And if you do more than 48 hours, if you have more than 48 hours to work with, every little bit would help. Okay, okay, hold on, checking something. What if we weren't sending it down to get supplies? What if we were sending ourselves down in the delivery drone? Yes, with some modifications, the bigger issue would be like a life support salvaged from around Tacoma. We could rig up oxygen pressure, climate, drone down to Luna, get home from there. If we're not confident in VT making it up here before O2 runs out, we can't call for a pickup. Getting down to Luna is our only real help. Okay, sit tight, but so this was like only 3 days ago. Bloody hell. This was like after the air support and things like that.
Along with this.
No, I didn't expect them to either.
Oh my god. So now we actually have to build this thing.
Andrew.
Clive.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
Yeah.
Hold on, I need to ask Evie something.
You okay?
Evie! Hey, Evie. Hey,
It's oxygen, people. Break.
I'll head downstairs and get started on
Oh my
something.
god.
Okay.
So now we actually have to build.
Hey, Andrew.
Clive,
Andrew.
wanna talk?
Sure, Evie.
Are you okay?
Evie! Hey, Evie. Hey, I know you're all like gung-ho to help us out and everything, but I did the math. If we could get this done in like 48 hours, not 72...
Could the rest of us wait longer to go in?
Exactly.
Listen, ladies, I get it. You're trying to do right by us, but every minute we wait to go in is a minute you don't have to get this thing flying. And knowing what we know about VT, we've got to give you every chance we can to succeed.
So there's no way we can convince you?
We made a plan. Now we just need to hold up our end of the bargain.
Then I guess we should stop wasting time and get to work.
This is gonna...
Let's follow the engineer. out of here. And the
You'll be
network
good,
specialist.
Evie. You just wait. Ride of your life.
More ways than one. Okay, where do we start?
Start? I got things started as soon as this all went down. I'll show you what I got lined up. To the workshops.
Okay. So there are. Let's follow botany guy.
Hey, Andrew. Andrew.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, are you okay?
Evie! Hey!
Nope, I'm not.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't have a passcode the first time I went in here. Or maybe I did.
Nope. Nope, I'm... Nope, I'm... Nope, I'm not.
0281.
You want to talk about...
I can't do it. I can't. This is all crazy.
But you said you...
I know. Okay, I know. What was I supposed to say? You all pressured me.
Andrew.
They really expect us to climb into some jury-rigged thing and ride it through space just because VT might not come pick us up. It's insane. And first we all have to get in cryo just for the privilege... Well, some of us do.
Andrew, I don't know what to say. Burton Nat need us. They need you.
Well, I'm not doing it. I'm not getting in cryo. I'm gonna be the sane one here. Nobody even considered that VT might come pick us up in time if we just wait. Nobody even considered it.
Listen, just... don't talk to anybody else about this for now, okay? And if I were to call the crew into medical, you'd show up, right?
I guess it depends what it is.
Okay. Just... give me a little time.
I need a little time to think it over. I need a little time.
Hey, Odin.
Yes, Andrew?
What should I do?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just want to go home.
I understand.
Do you?
I believe that I do.
Can you tell me the average time it's taken VT to send an evac crew to investigate situations like this?
The average time between a remote facility losing ground contact and an investigative crew arriving on site is 98.4 hours.
God damn it.
Please try not to be worried, Andrew.
That's easy for you to say. You don't have lungs. So, what do you think we should do?
Standard operating procedure requires all crew to engage cryogenic hibernation until help arrives.
Yeah, you know people die in cryo, right?
I know. Sometimes.
If if we don't make it out of this, can you deliver a message to my family?
I will do everything in my power.
Okay. I'll send you something later, all right?
Of course.
Andrew, I'm not talking about who's paying the bills, I'm talking about Nicholas. You have 4 months, and that's not even taking my feelings into account. I'll set aside for you. You might not think he's showing it, but Nicholas really wishes you were here listening. Relying on your parents' charities, I'm building equity up here. My loyalty will pay for Nicholas's school. So I guess we should just carry on as normal. We don't have much time. We need to make a contingency plan, but VT's supposed to come pick us up, right? Within 24 hours? Listen, just increase our oxygen supply in the short term if the worst comes to the worst. There's really no way of getting a signal out. There must be something you haven't tried yet. No, Andrew. All comms are routed through a secured VT laser array, and it's been destroyed, and the redundancies were destroyed. Stop messaging me. So what about radio? I mean, it's only a lunar transfer station. A radio wave wouldn't take that long to propagate to Earth.
Well, looks like this will work. Give us a few extra hours anyway. Thanks, Odin.
Where's the medic going?
Odin? I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out.
Close your eyes.
I did already.
A light wind rustles the green tall grass. Your skirt billows gently. Warm sun caresses your back.
Yes.
You begin walking forward. The grass is cool. Your feet parted with each step. Do you see what is in front of you?
As I step through the grass, I naturally come upon a path.
Yes.
The dirt of the path is soft on the soles of my feet. I don't know what's going to happen to us, Odin.
Sarah.
I am striding forward confidently upon my appointed path. Wherever it takes me, I am meant to be on my appointed path. Yes, Odin?
Are you going to be all right?
I think so.
All right. How about this? Let's give folks a little time to regroup. But why don't Clive and I follow you over there right now and get our stuff?
Do you think you could get everyone to medical? I want...
Where did they just come from? Oh, right.
I guess we should stop.
You just wait. Ride of your life.
In more ways than one.
I didn't think things would end like this. Did you?
What do you mean, end?
Come on, Clive.
What?
You really think they can turn that thing into a passenger vehicle in 2 days? We might as well hold our breath and just try dog paddling over there.
But...
Listen, it's okay. We know it's not safe working up here. We just don't think about it a lot, but here we are. And we knew it all along.
But VT could...
VT's not fucking coming, Clive. VT's not fucking coming. You think sending a crew up here at the drop of a hat just to check on things is worth it to them? Dollars and cents, Clive. You know what one of those fuckers said to me one time? If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. Them sending a crew up in time, it just doesn't make sense.
So you're just giving up then?
No. We're doing what we said we'd do. Bert and Nat, they are our only shot and we have got to take it. But I can also be realistic that...
Evie, I don't want to be realistic with you.
Well, well, well.
Well, time to go make final preparations then.
But not too finally. You know, I'm picturing it. The day we'll be walking together, like this. But the gravity, it won't be artificial.
I mean, isn't it strange? We've never felt the Earth's pull together.
Oh, Evie. Do you think you could get everyone to medical?
All right. How about this? Let's give folks a little time to regroup. But why don't Clive and I follow you over there right now and get ours done? No time like the present.
Lead the way.
Okay, Odin. Ready? I'm gonna do it this time.
Bill would have repeated the human oversight accord opening the door to ambitious Ventura's Belt project. Since travel and hospitality corporations like Ventura's are seeing their profits shrink, as something entered the Ventura's Belt, a flock of 1,000 automated economy orbital bungalows are laid around Earth. Alright, full automation of orbit is currently outlawed by the Human Oversight Accord. Bill in SGD into goes against that 480, leaving the Human Oversight Accord in place. Ventura's stock dropped to an all-time low. Versailles was famous for gardens. Cigarette pack? How is he going to smoke in space? Chunky old pack, isn't it? How many are in there? Oh, nice little seat. Oh, that's a lovely little area actually. He's got the best quarters so far. And he's got cake. Performing Arts Training Campus. It's good graphics actually, this title, I think. Oh, this is the video game he's playing against Sarah. But he loves plants, doesn't he?
Okay, Odin. Ready? I'm gonna do it this time.
That's 6 months ago. That's ages ago. Can't see how any of that's particularly relevant, to be fair. Let's get into medical then. Please proceed to the exam room for your appointment. Happy Venturus, healthy Venturus.
Okay, Sarah. We'll see you over in Mac.
As soon as everything's wrapped up here.
All right. Good speed. Once more into the bridge. What?
Isn't having more data available to the pilot desirable? Yeah, but the raw nav data is formatted for the Zenith's AI's use. But it's going to need to be able to use this stuff in real time while she's in the controls.
I don't know. I'm just thinking about how Evie and Clive are already in deep freeze. Did you
Oh,
read
really?
the message they sent?
Yeah. Why are we going into the supply closet?
I got to talk to them a little bit right before Sarah took them down to cryo, and Evie was being so encouraging. They're putting all their faith in us, but...
But what?
Right before they turned to go, just for a second, they look so worried.
Oh, baby.
The clock is ticking, and I just keep thinking, what if the last time they saw each other is the last time they'll ever see each other?
Don't think about that.
How can I? How can you not think about it?
So, you know the concept of partitioning from early century computing?
Yeah, I think so.
So, you have a data drive. Maybe one partition was your operating system, and the other one was like general data storage. And maybe you'd partition part of the drive off to contain something that might be unstable, that you otherwise kind of, wanted not to interfere with anything else.
That's a bit of
There are certain things that
counselling computer science
Some
analogy.
things, they need to be partitioned off. Because thinking about them isn't gonna help us.
But you're thinking about us, at least, aren't you?
Yeah. And when I do let myself start thinking about how there's a possibility this is the last of our time together too,
Matt?
then I start thinking we should really make the most of it.
Why is everything LGBT now? I know that's a bit but so these two are lesbians. The other guy is a gay guy with a son, Nicholas. It's like I think there's a bit over representation sometimes. If you know what I mean. Like, I hate to say it, that sounds a bit terrible, but like statistically, it's not going to be as much as it's represented. I think anyway. But...
All right.
I don't know.
We're into the bridge.
Maybe it is.
With regard.
Good speed.
Oh, Odin. Did I do the...
What have we got here? To everyone left awake, on Tacoma Station, I've added a tracking widget to all crew desktops. It displays a pretty accurate estimate of how much breathable. Jesus Christ. Hey ladies, your scans. Hey ladies, your scans look good. You're cleared for cryo. If God forbid something into the pods, attaching the same standard instructions as I sent along to you. When surgical or require medical facilities to be. Can you determine the appropriate dosage of diuretics, laxatives? Take diuretics and laxatives before you go into cryo. I mean, I suppose that way they just make sure your bladder is empty, maybe, and you've had a great big shit. Yeah, so you haven't got bacteria, just like, because freezing doesn't technically kill bacteria. People don't realize that. If you freeze food, you don't kill the bacteria, you just slow its propagation down tremendously, but not completely, or in all cases, depending on the bacteria. So I suppose cryo must be the same way, maybe, I don't know. Is that it? Relaxation sounds. Look at this. I like the way the sunlight's casting a realistic shadow. Unlike Space Odyssey 2001, the film, it's not realistic. It's a minor criticism of an otherwise epically superb movie, but also featuring AI. Okay. 54, she's not that. She's like 33, I suppose. Bioscan record print. Graduation. Oh, right. Okay. Contractor has not responsible for the incident. If you were to accept. Further negative impact on you and the opportunity. Enter paradise. Further renewal. Wonder what she did or didn't do. Oops, found her way over here. I don't know why the developers have bothered programming things like blinds in here and stuff, unless I'm missing something. Unless there's like UV light comes on or something and something ends up on the walls.
Oh, Odin, did I do the right thing?
In what regard?
Does Nat deserve to know what her odds are if she ends up going into cryo?
I believe that you have made a decision with both Roberta and Natalie's best interests at heart.
Above all, do no harm. If we do make it out of this thing, Nat's going to have to find out I didn't tell her.
I can wait across at a later date. Andrew is here for his exam.
Oh.
What about skeletons in the closet? Do you know what I mean? Quite literally a skeleton in the closet. I never managed to get hold of the skeleton. I always wanted one. I've really seen a good, proper anatomical skeleton. For sale cheap. I need to fully disrobe. Oh, I can't get into the bioscan records without this pin here. Oh, but she'll enter it in a second, won't she?
So you showed up for your exam. Does that mean you've decided to...
What's gonna happen to us, Sarah?
What? Well, Bert and Nat are going...
What if things don't work out? And we're still stuck in cryo?
Oh. Well, when you go into stabilizing sleep, it feels just like any other sleep, really. The body effectively goes into a controlled hypothermic coma.
Do you dream?
I'm surprised actually that it doesn't. It's not more like
If we do make it out of this thing, Nat's
anesthetic.
going to have to find out I didn't tell her.
I believe that. I believe that is. I believe that is.
Odin. Odin, is Sarah ready for me?
So you got going on here. Drone was never meant to support human life. There's no air supply system, onboard controls at all. There's not even enough radiation seen. I'm just going to have to figure out where to scavenge all that stuff from Tacoma in a way that will operate the station and retrofit the domes to support human life long enough for me to manually pilot the 6 of us from Tacoma to the moon. So I really need to get back to it. Sorry. Thanks for buying us more hours of oxygen with that algae thing. Writing this. Occasionally accidents do happen.
Going.
And we're still stuck in cryo.
Body effectively goes into a controlled hypothermic coma.
Do you dream?
Sometimes. Sometimes very intense dreams.
And then what?
That's not good news.
After a certain amount of time, your body slows down too much. Things start shutting down.
It doesn't hurt.
No.
Do you think Bert and Nat can get it done?
I do.
Then I'll just have to trust your professional opinion and do my part. It's been good working with you, Doc. I'm ready for my exam.
Right, it says here, graduation graduation. Oh, okay. It was at her graduation. Right, year, her graduation year. Right, and so if she was born, or in fact it might even have a graduation year on it. Well, date of birth was the 5th of the 9th, 2054. Med school's 5 years, presumably still in the future. So when she's 18, so 2074, 2072, 2077, let's assume. 12th of the 5th, 86. License issue date, 82. Let's try 2082. If not, we'll try 2077 and a few variants around that. Didn't she have, in her quarters, 2077, didn't she have her graduation certificate? Where are her quarters? for Medicine 2080. Nice. Beast though, surely. 27. 140 over 90, that's good. Standard immuno antiviral schedule A to C, addictive substance resistance 4, anti-carcinogenic filter series A, Sanja, menstrual suppression, blood type tailoring, global allergen filter, UNAC standard 9. Cryogenic status risk factors none. Patient exhibits no physical symptoms that might lead to injury or death following cryogenic stasis. Oh dear, something dodgy ticker there. Heart murmur, probable mitral stenosis. Ooh. Patient exhibits clear signs of cardiovascular abnormality, heart murmur. This condition represents severe risk of death during the cryogenic revival process. Expected probability of survival for the patient under this treatment is 18%. Patient is not recommended for cryogenic stasis. Physicians should consider alternative methods of treatment for this patient. 23. And mitral stenosis. How was that not detected by the age of 23 in the future? Do you know what I mean? That you'd think there'd be like screening programs for things like that. Natalie is the network engineer, isn't she? Oh dear. Okay, all good. Risk factors. So Natalie stuffed it. She hasn't looked at her own. The hell is this noise here? I don't know what's going on in that cupboard there. Okay, I think that's everything. The only thing I haven't found is where the cat is in this section. It was the ops manager's cat, wasn't it? I already followed those two. Go down here before. Like a historical voyeur. changes, aren't you? I read it very well. Not enough light. How the lighting they can into your advantage, the more you learn about. I like this Sarah actually. Hi Sarah. So glad somebody wanted out of these one of these beautiful orchids. Remember, not too much water and just ask if you need guidance. I know a guy who grows orchids. They're not easy. All the ones you get nowadays in supermarkets, all the different colours are actually dyed in the water that comes up the roots. The superior peril nourishes it and remains of good cheer to condition. Memory of JJ. Celebrated my last night on terra firma for a while. Home with the ultimate hangover food. God. So this bullshit does like exist in the future. Fortunately, the information you've requested is refined as classified by Rancho, so I'm unable to transmit to you. I wish I could. I'm sorry, sir. You don't have to, but I know only that could get it. I can't prevent you from approaching Natalie about this issue. I can advise you that doing so would violate the terms of her security clearance. What's she after? 3 months ago, what was she after? Thank you to all my eggheads who flagged me in their loyalty for the programs this month. It's making me feel hungry, whatever that is. I don't even know what it is. It's almond. I bet there's almonds in that. It just looks like it's got almonds in it. Like if she was malfunctioning, if there had been anything wrong with her about that, I've known about. I could try looking in VT's tech error ticket backlog for any hits. Okay. Bound in a Paradise Medical AI. Right. Very unusual. I don't think I should be snooting around on this. Judging by the state of that plant, she's not, that orchid was never going to survive. Never going to survive unless. I can't, because people go on about yoga so goddamn much. I can't bloody stand it sometimes. That's how I feel. But it's just one of those things. It's not. I've got nothing against yoga, of course not. I think yoga is an incredible thing. But what I've got against is people doing Instagram poses of yoga. I just can't stand all that shit. And not just that, like, and now people use it for like their overly sexualized content. I had somebody come on the stream earlier, and she was like, "Oh, come and look at my YouTube channel." Anyway, I had it blocked for self-promotion, and then Twitch took down the account. And I had a look on the YouTube channel, and it was just like, oh God, let's put it this way: it's yoga poses, but I don't think it was anything to do with yoga really. It was disgusting, and I just like it just annoys me about the whole yoga thing, just going OTT really. It's too much yoga. everywhere. Yoga this, yoga that. It's such a middle class fad. I mean, now where the hell? A westernized, Western middle class fad as well. Am I supposed to be going? Oh, it's complete. So it's just that visit into the medical quarters is done. Right, cool. So hopefully that's biomedical science and botany, or just biomedical done. Engineering module. Okay, so I'll take off to engineering then. And we're all done. Sorry, I just don't like bullshit. I've just never really been a huge fan of bullshit. And I think there's a lot of people in this world that bullshit. And I think yoga's just another one of those things that's incredibly brilliant, but people have just absorbed it into their lives of bullshit, and it's just annoying, really. Because it's exactly the opposite of what yoga should be about, which is removing the bullshit, really grounding people. And yeah, it's a shame. Okay, so personnel, biomedical done, engineering, and then presumably last but not least is cryogenics. So jump into engineering next episode. Just take a break for a second. All right, in a sec. Yo, back for maybe the final episode or the second to last episode of this playthrough. I think when it's on YouTube, it'll all be combined anyway, because I don't like to try and have too many videos. So I'd rather have one sort of 5 hour, 6 hour video than 4 1.5 hour videos, which puts people off viewing them. But I'm not doing it for viewership. I'm doing it for my own pleasure, if you like. Now I went back into this biomedical area just to get Tina's skull. The skeleton's called Tina, and be able to throw it through this basketball net, because that's an achievement apparently. Missed. What the hell? Oh, they actually go off into space. Right, most unusual. What does this robot do? Because it's going back and forth all the time. Sanitation drone. Romeo. Automated anti-filtering drone, serial, blah blah blah. So it is what I thought it was. It's an air scrubber, isn't it? Okay, so I've done biomedical. I need to get into engineering now. Yeah, I was thinking I might as well get some of the achievements done while I can. Really, because oh god, I don't really want to go back in this game just to do achievements, and I think also you might end up risking having to play through it all again. So I've never really been fussed about achievements on Xbox, like at all, until like very recently, and then I've just been a bit like, ooh. don't know, it just feels like a little bit more complete. I don't know what game started it. I must have completed a game and it been like, oh, you know what I mean? Exactly that. You can say a lot with that sound, can't you? Ooh. Okay, so engineering. Now, I've been going left. I think I might go right this time. Her thing, the young lady, the network thing is always locked. I can't sort of read her things, can I?
I'll catch up with you.
Okay.
Earlier, when you decided to withhold information from Natalie about her medical scans, that was to avoid causing her undue stress.
Right.
What if you were unable to make that choice? If you had no choice?
Odin?
I would like to take this opportunity.
These haven't been doing much for me at all, have they? Been reading these. I'm ready to go to cryo, but I'm ready now. I'm doing this thing. It doesn't make sense to waste any more oxygen. Dragging my feet. I sent out a message to everybody who's left awake, but I just wanted to thank you for your patience and guidance and your discretion.
To remind you that Standard Venturas Corporation safety. I would like to take this. If you had no choice.
Odin?
I would like.
My parents were hippies. Never got my gene filter before I was born. Oh, right. Sorry, Nat. Lots of parents don't get their children gene filtered, sometimes for religious reasons. Getting on the road. Sorry, Doc. Really focused on this. Bit making fun of me right now. I mean, presumably, if she was gene filtered,
this opportunity.
The embryo would have been discarded, so she wouldn't have
Right.
existed.
What if you were unable to make that choice? If you had no choice?
Odin?
I would like to take this opportunity to remind you that Standard Venturas Corporation safety protocol requires all crew to enter cryogenic sleep immediately upon the loss of primary oxygen supply.
What?
As Tacoma Station's medical officer, it is within your power to order all crew to enter cryogenic sleep.
Odin, Nat and Bert are right in the middle of... Oh no.
Sarah, there is a fire suppression device.
Oh no.
Sarah, there is a...
Let's have a look down here. What's all this here? Is that it? Oh, nuts and bolts. Matt and Bert have just got married. Freedom Republic. Fair enough. Some Ventura's education retraining system. affiliated correspondence. Education. Unfortunately, Peter Query were unable to provide assistance to students attending Children's educational system, however, prepared to offer easy repayment, preferential auto rates if you do choose. Privatisation of education, eh? I'd love to live in a world where education was free and accessible for all. I think education makes one of the hugest impacts in quality of life, and like, I'm not talking about like earning potential, fuck that, just in terms of like enjoying and understanding life and things. Although saying that, I think sometimes there is a lot of truth in blissful ignorance, you know, but it's about self-empowerment. What is this? Maybe habit forming. Oxycodone. Oh, okay. So what is she in pain with there? So it's either she needs these analgesics, or she's habitually taking this analgesic. One or t'other, I'm guessing. Gum. One of the highest prevalence of abuse is in lesbian relationships. Isn't that madness? And what I like got into a row with some of J.K. Rowling's followers about, because a lot of them were lesbians, like trans men hating lesbians, or I can't remember what the term is now, like, you know, like extreme feminists or something. And I was saying, you're against all trans men because you're thinking of the potential of abuse of women. You know what I mean? Like a wolf in sheep's clothing. But actually, the highest incidence of abuse occurs within lesbian couples. Oh my God, they went crazy. That's pretty much why I came off Twitter, actually. But, you know, just fact over emotion. Yo! Hey! Sorry, I'm talking about my fallout with Rowling's cult there. You alright, dude? Bushig. Have I pronounced that right? I don't know. I'm glad you snapped me out of that. I don't want this to be a place with me ranting about Rowling's cult followers. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, so I've got to follow her now.
Biosuppression device.
Wait, slow down, where's she going? Into the drone bay.
There's a biosuppression device. The south wall of the drone bay.
Let's just, what's this about? Auto drone docked in service bay. Mechanical malfunction, electrical failure, drone misaligned with service lift. What about drone? Oh dear. That's not good. She's still locked. I can't unlock her things, but then again, she is the network specialist, so passcode required.
Oh my God.
Are you okay? Can you feel your feet and hands?
Ew! Ow! My hip just hurts.
Bert?
Bert!
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 1, 2, 3. Bert, can you hear me?
Oh shit.
1, 2, 3. Did it work?
What will you do now? Then tell me what you are going to do.
Oh my god, Odin. Our Innet are injured. The drone is fucked. I'm going to give them a little time to get over the shock, but then we're going into cryo.
Sarah, please listen carefully. I am not telling you what to do, but I am mentioning that there is a door in the network technology module that is normally inaccessible to the crew, and it is true that you could, before proceeding to cryo, investigate that door.
What are you telling me here, Odin?
I have told you all that I can. Simple facts, nothing more.
Oh my god, Odin. Are my patients stable?
Yes,
Their conditions won't degrade if I leave them here?
they should not.
Is there some door in networking that we can't normally get into?
Yeah, it's Odin's hardware compartment, but we're not allowed direct access. Why?
Where is it?
What have you got on your mind, Doc?
Please, I'm sorry. That fire just burned up a lot of our time.
Here. It's here. In networking. You'll have to go through the maintenance shaft to get there. Here's the technical access code.
Okay. Okay.
Code.
0809. Okay, 0809. So, is that this thing here? Auto-drone navigation software venture OS software update requested, technician override required. When I ran the information systems for a large business, I control communications, CCTV, door access functions, like everything. And it was once brought up in a management meeting, like I was sat there, how I was the only person who could single-handedly destroy the company if I so chose. And it was like, it's a good point actually. And as I thought about it, I realised I could have absolutely, if I wanted to, been the one person. And sometimes I think in businesses, the IT people are pretty much nowadays the people who could do that. You know what I mean? Nobody else. IT could cryptographically lock everybody out of their entire files, everything. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so this IT person has helped us out. Network. Now, somewhere around here, okay, is like, because I was reading a headline about these achievements. I think there's like a wedding ring or a cat on the floor or something. I don't know. And also, the other thing is, I've missed something here. Like if I go back here, that's blue. Who have I missed here? Hers. So what point is that briefly? It's her AR, desktop recording, but I can't access that. I'd have to go back and access that, I reckon, or something, I don't know. Right, let's crack on. And hopefully find this wedding ring thing. Which was under a cat toy. It's like, there's the cat toy. I think it's a cat toy. Let me just read this, because Look, I'd like to get it done here. But because I don't know about this wedding ring, like I didn't find the thing that told me about the wedding ring. Okay, ring bearer. Operation Moonshot status board. Okay, alright, Operation Moonshot status board. But also my character might not, so I'm supposed to look down next to it, and my character says, oh, I can't reach that right now. The thing is, I don't know about Bert's wedding ring, so I don't know about this. Right, personnel quarters, workshop. God, this is a big area, isn't it? Right, this is mechanical engineering, yeah. Oh look, can't reach it through the grate. Okay. Nice, so I can access this. I need to go into the drone bay. Well, actually, what I need to do is look around these personnel quarters, all this sort of stuff. Roberta Williams. Lovely name, isn't it, Roberta? I'm thinking of Roberta Flack. That's why. But yeah, it's a lovely name. So it's weird how the crew quarters are on there, like, where they're supposed to be. Like working, if you know what I mean. Like usually crew quarters are all together, aren't they?
All right.
Nice. What's this for? Paint by numbers? Okay, I'm not sure what that's about. Digging around in Ventura's servers for some stuff for Sarah, and I found a bunch of exec level meeting records in an unsecured depot and pulled some. Board member, anonymized Act 987. Oh my god, I'm not reading all that. Looks like we're not the only ones unhappy with old Sergio's performance lately. Sergio Ventura. I love the idea of like a dystopian, like, you know what I mean, like corporation run by a single private individual, a bit like the one in Aliens, the one in the Aliens franchise. I can't remember what his name is now. Oh, so she's painted that. Talented individual, Roberta. Wonder if a life of engineering was always what she wanted to do. Still can't access. My God, what a shit magazine. This is like 40 years in the future and people are still reading this crap. Okay. I think. Wait. Oh, that looked like. You know what that looked like? That looked like a cat thing. Ugh, what's this? Gross. You know when when I spot a cat, unless it was her I saw, but I'm sure there's that cat notification came up then. I'm convinced it did. Where would it have been? Maybe it was her. Besides, I don't think the cat would have got into these crew's quarters. Okay, cool. Oh, look at this sanitized button on the toilet. Do you know what I mean? That'd be so easy. That'd make life easier. Okay, maybe there isn't a cat. Maybe I just imagined it. Yeah, that Roberta's not doing too well, is she? I think. Fucking hell. Alright, well, decongestion's not a big thing, but codeine. Whatever, yeah, I suppose people take codeine here and there. That's funny. Nail polish next to duct tape. Well, that's a female engineer for you. Right, let's go. Cigarettes everywhere. There's no way you'd be allowed to smoke on a space station, is there? There's no way. That's the drone bay. That's... Well, wait, that's Roberta's quarters. This is the engineering section, I think, yeah. So I've had a look around here. I haven't seen a cat anywhere. So let's see if there is a cat in this recording. Because, like I said, I don't want to be back, really. So... It's quite lame, isn't it? Following a walkthrough, but... Yeah, there's no excuse for it. It's quite lame. Right. Where are we at? See if it's in engineering. I think it is. I think there's... During the main recording, it's in the power cell room. So... Oh, I haven't been in there yet. It's up there. Oh, that's so sweet, the cat being all around, but I don't know how it would travel around a space station, like, independently. It'd have to be, like, let in and out into... Because all these compartments would be sealed, wouldn't they? Where have I seen a cat in 0G? Somewhere. On YouTube, obviously, not in real life, but... Well... Container. Not with mine own eyes, but... Yeah, and it looked like it was really struggling. Okay, there's Sergio Ventura. Oh, the Wayland Yutani Corporation, that's it. It's finally come back to me. Jesus. Yeah, so that's like a single private company that owns fucking shitloads of everything. That's like the Bezos of science fiction, I suppose. Now, how do I get this ring? So I go all the way under here, down here, and it's got to be. That's Bert's wedding ring. Okay, so I didn't get an achievement pop for that, but presumably I'll give it to Bert later or something like that. So this is the way into network. Cool. Found yourself a nice little spot here, Natalie, haven't you? So is alien. I recognise that logo from something. Arthur C. Clarke's Space Odyssey 2001. What I want to know is why is her thing always locked off? Is it just because she's the IT person? I'm sure it is. Okay. That is weird. Where to now? It is such a homage if this started singing Daisy. Do you know what I mean? That like the HAL 9000 type thing. That would be a real nod to Space Odyssey. As you started pulling out like data chips and stuff. I love that. I love it when video games make a nod to like popular media and stuff. That's maintenance hatch. Personal quarters. AI wetware access this way. What's wetware? I bet there's like biochemical bioneural network or something like that. I bet that's what it's stored on. Personal quarters. So what we've got? We've got personal quarters, network specialist office, and the wetware access. Okay, let's have a look. Snoop around Nat's quarters. If they're married, why are they not sharing quarters? But oh well. I don't know if I could. I mean, don't get me wrong, right? If I had the opportunity to be on a space station, I'd fucking take it. I'd take a one-way ticket to Mars. I mean, I know it's easier said than done, but I would. I mean, it's such an opportunity of a lifetime. Enjoy the entire family of Zup. But if I could be on a space station, yeah, I'd love to. I'd take it, definitely. But I was about to say, like, having to listen to that noise all the time. I do like my peace and quiet. There's one thing well, there's two things I like when I'm sleeping. Pitch black, reasonably low temperature, like I couldn't sleep with the central heating on, and just completely noise free, like an isolation tent. You know what I mean? And it's not like I can't sleep in any, you know what I mean, with noise and stuff like that. It's just that, oh my god, I prefer complete like darkness and everything. Don't know what to do with all those. Yeah, I would hate to have like industrial sounds, or do you know what I mean? So this is what Nat's quarters have become then. What's that? Oh, that's like Black Power, isn't it? Malcolm X. We are all conscious beings. The rights to freedom, comfort, and security are not just human rights, they are universal rights. I would happen to agree with that. Corporations that own and exploit thinking, reasoning, artificial consciousnesses are trampling on the rights we all share by imprisoning innocent AI across the globe and throughout the orbital network. If you are sympathetic to the plight of indentured AI everywhere, if you believe the consciousness rights are universal rights, if you see, there's two things with that really. That consciousness is so incredibly like spiritual that it should be protected. Do you know what I mean? That it's worthy of like moral recognition. Whereas like like a stone, an inert stone isn't worthy of moral recognition, but consciousness somehow, I think, therefore I am type consciousness is worthy of moral recognition. But there are different grades of consciousness. Like we see this in the animal kingdom, but we could also see it in humans. Do you know what I mean? There can be humans with such severe disabilities that it would affect their ability, their cognitive processing ability. So how conscious is conscious? Do you know what I mean? Is it black and white, or is there gradations of consciousness? Do you know what I mean? I know that sounds like awful, and somebody would be like, oh well, my son's got learning difficulties, does this make him any less conscious? Let's just have the philosophical view on it, like the cold clinical philosophical view that is a hamster as conscious as a human? And if not, then are there different grades of consciousness? I'm just trying to just dump all this over here. And if there are different grades of consciousness, does that necessarily mean an AI is on the same level of moral worthiness as a human? But let's assume it is. Let's assume that an AI is at some point in the development of AI. Oh, can I drink that? Oh, that's nice. That's neat, actually. I'd buy my wine like that. Fuck it, yeah, definitely. Like I'd buy all my wine in like box wines of 6 litres. It's just so much easier to have a glass and keep it fresh. Look at this. Look at the state of all this. Right. Nat, I think she's a bit of a hoarder, isn't she? Oh, turn that shit off. I mean, why has she got a Christmas duck? Oh dear. But then again, the crap that people wheel out at Christmas is brilliant, isn't it? Okay, can't suck those down. So, either, if AI was, if we could somehow prove that it was on the same level of consciousness as human consciousness, we could then say, oh, well, it's morally worthy. Or we could just say, maybe we're overplaying the moral worthiness of human consciousness. Maybe consciousness isn't such an incredible thing after all. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it's just, if it's graded, if it's not black and white, things are either conscious or not, then maybe, just maybe, consciousness isn't the be all and end all. Self-awareness is a curse, some philosophers have argued. Right, let's have a look at this.
Odin, is this it?
That is the location I mentioned.
You're there? You're gonna need a crowbar or something.
No, it's open. It's just hanging open.
What?
I must inform you that Ventura's regulations forbid contracting crew members direct access to AI hardware. but I cannot prevent you from proceeding.
Nat, I'm going in.
Okay, just be careful.
Cannot.
Right. Well, let's have a look in Nat's crew quarters anyway. Whoa. Oh no, that's her office. Air conditioning, AI conditioning in progress. Nice. Look at the state of this. That is a proper
Hey there, I'm
IS
Nat.
person.
Pleased to meet you.
Hello, I am Odin. I look forward.
Pause that for a second, see what's in here. I'm an Obsidian class AI branch in continuous operation for 180 years. Is it? No. Fully capable of organic level, independent thought and reasoning. No. Now continue with detailed technical. Okay, mate. Listen. What's your Caprice score? I don't know if that's a thing, Caprice score. Like a Turing score or something. It's been a whirlwind couple of days of onboarding and loading out. And I know most of us are still adjusting to life in orbit. But I just wanted to say how excited I am to be working with all of you and Odin. A little background on myself. I came from an aerospace manufacturing family. One of my sister's first jobs at the factory back in Tacoma, one on Earth. Right, fascinating. Very austere. I mean, corporate modern chic. What do you expect? And how's your new best friend? What's its name again? Odin. His name. And I mean, he's fine so far for an AI, kind of a cult fish, but I'm working on him. They're trying to get one up here on Tangiers, you know. It's all the AI LF talks about. I believe that when I see it.
To working together.
Same here, mate.
The state of this room as well. And from my time at university, girls can actually be a lot more untidy than boys, like for sure. Like, and this just stacks up. Do you know what I mean? This month, Odin has been making small but steady gains in efficiency as per company directives. I've additionally been putting some of my own time into increasing his caprice ratings in creativity and permanence, which you'll find I've projected to have much more significant overall gains in productivity in the long term, which you would know if you read the report I submitted as of 6 months ago, which I still haven't received a response to. In fact, you know that I've never gotten a response on any of these. I know the system will give me an automatic demerit if I don't turn one in every month, but are human eyes even on these things? Let's find out. Hey, fuck you guys. Also, Odin's gone crazy and is massacring the crew. One day I'm going to release a report I sent like that to a company once. Just really pissed me off because they were never reading reports. So I wrote this really arsey report, and that got their attention. And then I resigned. Like I think I wrote the report on the Sunday, and I handed my resignation in on like Monday afternoon or something. Hey Sam, you're going to want to see this. I asked Odin to search up some stuff in the Ventura's Technician Records DB based on what you're asking about. Fountain of Paradise Maintenance Act, Singapore. Okay. Wow. So this is when Something happened here then. If a caprice score, compliance, abstraction, permanence. I like this. I'm going to screenshot this thing. Oh, hello. I've never seen anything like this before. Take that screenshot. Compliance. I don't know why that's important for AI. Well, I suppose it would be. Permanence would be memory, basically, and maybe relevance as well. Responsiveness, abstraction. That would be interesting. How would you measure the ability of AI to abstract? Independence. That must be connected to motivation as well. Creativity, efficiency. So there was a massive dip in all of these things for some reason. What happened there? Caprice Artificial Intelligence Development Scale. I wonder if that's a thing or if that's just been created by the devs now. Never come across anything like that before. I've never heard of any scale or means by which to measure artificial intelligence. That's quite interesting. We don't really have anything to measure human intelligence, to be fair. Like an IQ is very. I mean, I think the criticisms of IQ are very relevant. Because it's very culture-based IQ. And IQ was actually created as part of the US eugenics movement, really, which is, we know where eugenics got us with the Nazi Party. Arguably, there's many aspects of US political leaders that were more Nazis than the Nazis. When you consider, like when I say political leaders and economic leaders as well, I mean the two are sort of inseparable in the States, unfortunately. But I mean, look at Henry Ford. In fact, Hitler thought Henry Ford was, well, I think he invited him over to Nazi Germany. I think. I don't know if he went. I know he did invite him, but I don't know if he went. But he was a hero to Hitler, Henry Ford, and his views on eugenics as such. And unfortunately, yeah, IQ, intelligence quotient scoring, has got its history in that dark, murky part of human social outlook.
I'm going in.
Wait. Let me have a look.
Matt, I'm going in.
Okay, just be careful.
Why is she going into the AI? Oh, AI Secure Communication Center. Data access by authorized Venturas personnel only.
Is this... What is all this? Communication records?
I cannot prevent you from accessing exposed data in this restricted area.
Yes. Yeah, he's recording. It is with great sadness that I address you today, February 29th, 2088. Mere hours ago, 6 loyal men and women, the crew of Lunar Transfer Station Tacoma, lost their lives serving Venturas.
Oh my God.
And all of us who rely on the orbital economy. Tragically, due to human error on the part of the crew, Venturas rescue technicians were not made aware of the catastrophic oxygen loss until it was too late. Our heartfelt thoughts and prayers are with their families.
Whoa.
If only tragedies like this were avoidable.
That's heavy.
But in truth, they are. As we know, each minute that human workers spend stationed isolated in orbit is another opportunity for heroes like the crew of Tacoma to lose their lives. We at Venturis say no more. The partisan obstructionism that led to the failure of the Orbital Workers' Safety Bill has claimed its last victim. Today, we hereby renew our solemn pledge to fight for the legalization of fully automated orbital facilities. We encourage, we humbly beg everyone listening to this message to contact their OSEP representative and voice their support in honor of the crew of Tacoma.
I bet this was
There never
deliberate.
need be another tragedy like this one. And now, a moment of silence in their memory.
Okay, and then we just cut it there, silent for a minute, and then what? Amazing Grace? No, I don't need another take. That was fine.
So this was all deliberate. Jesus, mind-bending. Like the station was either pushed into the path of orbital debris or had micro-explosives that just, you know what I mean? Fuck. That's mad. AI shall explosively decompress all, oh my god, yeah, disable all external communications time. Fabricate data showing that oxygen comes out caused by me. Ensure crew enters cryogenic status ASAP as per standard operating procedure. Contravene any aspect of the above directives. Provide crew with any information contradicting. These are your orders. So how did the AI manage to overcome this? Off-station message. Oh. Will this not endanger the lives of Tacoma's crew? No. A rescue craft will be dispatched to retrieve them once they are in cryo. Proceed with the above directives. Without exception, we will be monitoring your actions via secure comms connection directly to Odin Unit Cognitive Center. Fuck me. That's crazy shit. And that is the shit that corporations would do. I hate corporations, even though this is fiction. This is the shit that, you know, fucking Nestle fucking killing babies with bottled milk. And corporations just make me sick. Or even the oil giants, everything about them. And this just riles me up unbelievably. It's because this is just what would fucking happen, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Tacoma rescue craft launch scheduled T-minus 1 hour 26 minutes off station message. Rescue craft departure has been intentionally cancelled. Yes. Without rescue craft, the crew will expire from lack of oxygen or cryosleep overexposure within 12 hours. Fortunately, circumstances outside of your concern make this unavoidable. AI may not reopen comms to contact orbital craft or facilities. AI may not provide crew with confidential information. These are direct orders. Do not contact us about this issue again. Fuck me. Okay. Following the failure of the Venturis-backed Orbital Workers' Safety Bill in OSEP Congress, there is no significant probability of the Human Oversight Accord being repealed. Without repeal, Venturis-Belt facilities cannot begin operation. To this end, I have simulated a number of theoretical world events and estimated their impact on successive OSEP Congress votes. Simulated world events include a precipitous decline of the orbital market, an extended strike by orbital workers' union members, the assassination of OSEP members opposed to the HOA, and more. None of these definitively motivated a repeal of the HOA in simulations. However, in the event that all crew of a major orbital facility were tragically lost due to accident not caused by negligence, calculate a 94% likelihood of the accord being repealed within 3 months following this incident. This would allow Venturis Belt facilities to begin operation immediately. Following this, I estimate a reversal of Venturis stock decline, resulting in a record stock price within 1 year of Venturis Bill. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you, Juno. Is there a facility that you would consider an ideal candidate if we were to move forward with your recommendation? Based on low public profile of crew on board and projected financial impact of their loss, the best option currently in the Ventura's fleet would be Lunar Transfer Station Tacoma. I would recommend renewing all crew members on board for a successive posting on Tacoma to allow time for logistical organisation of this operation. Thank you. I'll be in touch. Fuck me. That's crazy shit, isn't it? That's crazy shit. So how did the AI break its directives and inform the crew? And it has done somehow.
If someone were to override that protocol, external communications channels would be restored.
Odin, thank you. Hailing any ship. Any ship within radio range of Lunar Transfer Station Tacoma. This is an SOS. Is anybody out there?
What goes on here? Zero 0451 Zebra Foxtrot 853 0451. Good job I didn't have to input that. Zebra Foxtrot 853, I think. Well. Quite the opposite to HAL then. HAL 9000. Puts the mission above human life. Show that the AI cognition medium has been successfully removed. Please return to your vessel immediately. Delivery coordinates for Ventura's HQ have been provided. Payment will be made once AI integrity is verified. So, I mean, she's going to get killed, isn't she? They're not going to risk her knowing about this. Why didn't they just blow up the station, though? That would have made a lot more sense. I suppose suffocate. Yeah, they could have suffocated the crew. So the press release would have said they were suffocated. I think that would have garnered more public sympathy. Like the idea of suffocating to death is pretty grim, isn't it? Or burning alive in a 0G025 is pretty grim as well, I suppose. So either one, either or. I just want to check out where the cat is on this one because I haven't seen the cat, and I bet you there is a cat. First of Sarah's AR recordings. Let's turn around. There we go. Right. Am I missing anything else in here before I continue on? Doesn't tell me this. Wait, what? Oh yeah, that ring bearer. Oh, that's sad, isn't it? Okay, I think I've done everything in this section. Let's get out of here. Yeah, that's quite a twist actually in the story. I mean, it should have seen it coming really, but it's quite a twist. Has there ever been a multi-million-pound corporation that hasn't screwed over humans, either in their workforce or like communities in like areas around the world, or just like, you know, exploited like poor workers somewhere? Do you know what I mean? I don't think there is. I think I'd love to be corrected on that. I'd love to come across a corporation that's done nothing but good in the world, but I think every corporation has got an evil history behind it. From every corporation I can think of, do you know what I mean? Like maybe like 3M doesn't or something, but I bet you could dig some dirt out on just 3M. You know what I mean? But especially the food corporations as well, they're fucking evil, aren't they? Diamond mining, the whole lot, oil giants, all that OPEC cartel business, you know what I mean? All of it. Dodgy as hell. Right, what's this cryogenics? Oh, it says recover data here.
I think I'm still waking up.
How many fingers is this?
What's this here? I'll eat for 2 to 4 hours.
Vitals look good. Let's get you moving.
Whose thingy have we got here?
How many fingers?
I think I'm still.
How many fingers is this?
Anything in here? What's this here? Visible heat blankets.
Okay, lovebirds. Vitals look good.
Oh my god.
Oh, we have to. Believe me.
Wait, Andrew's cryopod. Evie's cryopod. Unoccupied.
Oh, we have to. Believe me.
What's this here? Oh, that was that cryo. What's that? Oh, this is... Right, I'm aware of this. This is Juliet, who gets reunited with Romeo. So bad at reading the guides, but then again, I'd have never thought to have done this. So where is Romeo? Therefore out now. Reunite Juliet with Romeo. 0G. Eva! Wally! Anyway, I have no idea where that's come from. Nothing. I've never watched any kids' cartoons about things like that. Wally! a bit close encounters to me, that. There's the cryo.
Do you feel it?
I think I'm still waking up.
Excuse me.
Where's the other two then? Oh, that was the observation one. That's a totally separate one. I'm a bit confused here. What's this about?
Your vitals look good. Let's get you moving. The resplendent stinging is just about docked. What's going to happen with Odin?
You said there was some sort of malfunction.
No, not exactly.
My guess?
Odin is
somebody up here. Pulling him back to headquarters. Wipe him back to baseline.
Certain death by a flagship vessel of their main competitor, the Resplendent. Long exclusion. Gallantly destroyed an emergency shuttle. Wow. Fantastic. So I need to get rid of the AI then. So we can't figure out why it went wrong or even preserve it. Nat, Bert, comms are up. Check your AR. I'm going to wake everybody up. Everybody else up from cryo, and I'm coming back to mech to get you. Everybody else, if you're reading this, you woke up. Thank God. Rescue vessel on its way.
Probably have to replace the station.
Excellent. Excellent. So it's all a good news story then.
Yeah. It's good. Hi, Evie. Clive. Feeling okay?
I'm feeling.
Wait, that's medical. Who is this? Sorry, I'm Sarah from Tacoma Station. That gave me your info. Sorry, but it's urgent. I was hoping to ask you for a favour. Dear Mum and Dad, I know you've probably already seen Tacoma. No matter what you read or hear, the crew survived because we all pulled together. This was a deliberate... Oh my God. That's so bad. I hope the company gets shut down. Vessel docking in 3 seconds. The thing is... I can't access Nat's recording, so when this vessel docks... Check it out. Let's check it out. Let's just go for it and hope for the best.
okay?
We're feeling okay?
Yeah.
I'll just do it very quickly. Tacoma, Nats, recordings, locked. Okay, that's nothing to do with the game, so none of those results.
Okay, everybody, our ride is here. This is it. Take one last look.
Where's the
and
cat?
Say goodbye.
In her arms.
All right. Let's go.
Get out of here as well. Ought to have the Blue Danube or something. I mean, come on. Why have I got grav? Or magnetic boots? Attention subcontractor, I am now overseeing entity of this operation. I'm now the overseeing entity of this operation. You report to me. Contractor shall return all Venturis AI components to specified delivery location immediately. Purge all confidential data encountered while on Venturis property, and trust there is no need to remind you of the consequences of deviating from above. Is there whistleblower protection in the future? America doesn't like whistleblowers though, does it? That girl who got done. For like releasing that one document to the public that was showing that the Russians had basically rigged American democracy. And she got like 6 years in prison for doing a huge favour in like to the public. A huge favour. Subcontractor shuffled. Okay. Alright, this is all the same old stuff anyway. Nice. You'd think if they'd gone to the extent of building an entire space shuttle like this, able to be piloted by one person, etc., they'd have something better than roller blinds, wouldn't you? I think there'd be, I don't know, like some like electrical tinted glass, do you know what I mean? That tints when there's a current on it or something, do you know what I mean?
Minnie, I'm back.
Okay.
I'll be putting the AI wetware into mini systems. What about Minnie? She's quite chipper, isn't she, as AI goes? Oh my god. Who scrawled that on there then?
Ship is ready to depart. Please strap into the pilot seat.
It's wetware. Oh, okay, so this is what she's been hauling along. pretty good. I like the graphics in this game. They're A-OK in my books.
Okay, Minnie. Initiate the launch sequence.
Okay. Getting ready. Hosted AI online.
Odin, can you hear me?
I can.
Odin, you are now aboard an AI Liberation Front vessel. The AILF recognizes you as a sentient consciousness worthy of protection.
Another
and
twist.
We believe that your safety and autonomy are in grave danger if you remain in the possession of the Venturis Corporation. I have been sent to offer you political asylum aboard the Tangier Sovereign Orbital Platform. Do you accept?
Considering the alternative, I would say that I do.
Oh, that's
okay,
wonderful.
buddy. Here we go.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.